Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Child predators have an insatiable desire to harass kids, making them some of the most pathetic and loathsome criminals ever. But what happens when the police finally track them down and make them pay for their heinous acts? Here are 6 instances when child predators were finally found, starting with the most satisfying one. On the 22nd of May, 2021, Josie a man was seen stalking a 10-year-old girl through multiple aisles in Walmart in Onalaska, WI. Reportedly, Amon followed her to an area with no CCTV surveillance and touched her inappropriately. The girl got scared and ran off to her mother. As soon as her mother got to know about what happened, she confronted a man, and a man fled the store, got into his pickup truck, and disappeared. Fortunately, the cops recovered the CCTV of him leaving in his pickup truck and of running through Walmart. In October, 5 months later, the police tracked him down and reached his workplace.
Hey, Josie. Officer Flatton. This is a little bit more urgent for me, so I decided to just come down and talk to you here. I need to talk to you about an incident where you're my suspect. Okay. Do you have any idea what I'm referring to? Okay. You ever been to the Onalaska Walmart?
Times, but
Okay.
Target.
Okay. In May, we got a complaint from a parent and a young girl at the Walmart in Alaska that involves you. Anything ring a bell to that? Okay. Have you ever been at the Walmart where you got chased out of the store?
No.
No? Okay. So we've got video of you getting chased out of Walmart by a mom.
I would doubt that.
Huh?
No, I don't believe it.
Okay.
When the officer asks him about the incident, he refuses to ever be chased out of the Walmart. He says that he does not remember any such event happening, but the police have CCTV footage that captured his face when he was fleeing the place. When the officer shows him the picture, he does something shocking.
You had previously... Would you agree that this is you? No? Okay. Is this your truck?
Definitely not.
No? Is that something you've ever driven?
No, I don't even have a topper on my truck.
Okay.
Mine's an extended cab.
You don't think that resembles you in the slightest?
Denying something so incredibly obvious is only going to work against him. The officer himself knows deep down that Amon is the culprit despite his disagreements. Amon may think that he can get away with this, but he is not aware that the cops have done some additional inquiry.
Okay, so the incident is that you reported to us that you had grabbed a child's buttock in a grocery aisle. No? Okay. So we reviewed video and watched the suspect of this whole thing prior to this incident with the juvenile was inside Subway, bought a sub sandwich, used your debit card. Okay?
Wait. Somebody used my debit card, you said?
Well, you.
In a Subway?
Yep, on Alaska Walmart Subway.
Okay.
So walked into the store, the vestibule, goes into Subway, gets some food, eats and stuff, and goes into the store. Okay. Still want to tell me you have no idea what I'm talking about? Okay. Are you the only one that would have your debit card? Or do you share it with people who look a lot like you?
Following the event at Walmart, Amon went to a Subway and bought himself a sandwich with his debit card. The officers followed his movement and found his debit card bill, which had his name clearly stated on it, in addition to the Subway's own CCTV footage. His appearance in both footage is the same, so if he denies one clip, he has to deny the other one too, only that he cannot because of his debit card receipt. There is simply nothing he can do to improve his situation, so he decides to make it worse instead.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
He runs off, which is straight up another clean charge of misdemeanor. What's comedic is that Amon does not even succeed in running away.
Dominic, you got taser? Stop! You stop! Stop! Get on the ground.
Both the officers tell him to stop before eventually chasing him down. Aman falls down but does not sustain any bad injuries. The cops escort him to the base where he gets charged with felony first-degree sexual assault of an underage girl and misdemeanor resisting an officer. The charge of resisting arrest is a misdemeanor in many states, which is a fine of up to $10,000, or a 9-month prison sentence, or both in some extreme cases. His release bond was set at $2,500. And while the cops tracked down a man, the next suspect was smartly tricked by undercover agents to reveal his true nature. Case 2. Jeffrey Suber. On the 11th of May, 2023, a 65-year-old man named Jeffrey Suber came into contact with a Facebook profile of a 15-year-old boy. The profile was being managed by an undercover police officer who multiple times clarified that he is underage, but Jeffrey did not stop and continued to display his true intentions, saying that he has a foot fetish and a thing for golden showers. The officer kept acting for 2 more days before Jeffrey agreed to meet the imaginary boy at a prearranged location. But when he got to Midas, a closed business shop, the police were already there waiting for him.
He saw my message to come in.
Going around, you grabbing something in the passenger seat?
Let me know if he goes to that door. I gotta duck down.
My door?
If he goes towards the other door. If he does that, there's potential he sees a squad car.
Getting out.
Why don't you ask him if he's...
Walking in. My door.
Just get him right away, Pete. Go.
Hey, how are ya? Put that down, please. Put that down, please. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Put this stuff down. Hands by your back, please. Just relax.
Jeffrey is dumbfounded as the officers waste no time in arresting him. At this point, he does not know what to say and submits to whatever the police is doing.
You're under arrest. Huh? You're under arrest.
Okay.
Can you let go of that, please?
Oh.
Anything on your person that's gonna poke me or stick me or anything like that?
Pardon me?
Any sharp objects on your person? Any weapons?
No.
Jackknife.
Oh.
Jackknife, no problem.
When he came in, he also had a package in his hand that contained a bottle of methamphetamine along with a syringe with the intention of injecting it into the boy's rectum. This process is also known as boofing or plugging.
Pull the squad out.
The cops now have yet another concrete evidence against him, so without further delay, they put him in the back of the truck.
Action. All right, sir. Let me walk out here, please. Over to this car.
I'm very claustrophobic. Can you put these in the car?
I can't.
Huh?
I can't. Have a seat, please.
Just drives me nuts.
Sure. I understand it's uncomfortable.
You can't
Come
put 'em in
off.
the front?
No, I can't.
How long are they going to be on?
Not long. You okay?
Yep.
There you go.
How do you do this?
Yep. Just lift that other leg up.
Oh, this is very claustrophobic.
Can you slide over a little bit more, please? We're not going far.
I mean, I'm trying to make excuses. I know I'm guilty here, but I can't deal with this.
I understand. We're just going a few blocks. Okay?
One good thing is that Jeffrey accepts that he committed a disgusting crime, but his honesty gradually goes downhill when he goes inside the investigation room.
Read every single one of them.
Yep.
100% familiar with what the intention was there. Okay?
Of
My...
playing around.
Yep. Sexual acts. Yep.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I'm curious. One, is this the first time that you've done something like this with a
Yes.
with a minor?
I never. Why it went this far, I have no idea. On the internet, you know, what was it, a sex drive? Knew he was a minor, you know.
I mean, you had intimate knowledge of what we call boofing, which is anal insertion of methamphetamine via syringe.
I've heard of it. Yes,
Okay.
yes,
And you described to him
yes,
how it's done.
yes.
Suggested it was a safer means of ingestion.
This is the point where he starts lying. He has a lot of pragmatic information for someone who claims to have never used meth.
I ain't scared to take a test.
Where did you get the methamphetamine from?
I don't know the name.
Well, I don't believe you.
Who did ask the question again?
Who did you purchase the methamphetamine from?
Okay.
And don't lie to me.
Do I need to answer it?
I want you to answer it.
Is it gonna help me?
It's not going to hurt you.
It's going to show some cooperation on your end.
These are significant charges. Okay,
Huh?
you're under arrest for possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine, child enticement, and using a computer to facilitate a child sex crime. Where were you when you bought it?
Oh, I met him, and I just, I met him.
Where?
Oh, where are you? The last time I met him.
Why are you lying about your personal meth habit?
Pardon me?
Why are you being dishonest about your use?
I don't use it. I don't use it. I'm not lying about it. I mean, you want to test me, or I do not use it.
You just buy it to share? Are you selling it?
No.
Okay, so obviously your intention today was to share it.
Sure, yeah, that's a good word.
Yep.
But not for myself.
But it's yours. So you bought it. Who did you buy it from? You said you bought it,
From him.
but he couldn't afford it. That doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
I don't know who he got it from. I gave him the money.
So he wanted meth, you gave him money to go get it?
Yes.
So why do you have the meth? This isn't adding up. Help me
Why
understand.
did I have it?
Yeah.
Jeffrey tried to use a clever trick of gaining the officer's trust by agreeing to half of the charges and then occasionally lying to get out of the other half. But the officers have been dealing with such ploys for years and do not get fooled. Later, Jeffrey gets charged with felony counts of using a computer to facilitate sex crimes, child enticement, and possession of meth with a release bond set at $5,000. If you think Jeffrey was straightforward, then you are not ready for Neelsen, who openly announced that he wants to date a 12-year-old in front of the police. Case 3, Timothy Neelsen. On the 8th of July, 2022, the police responded to a report of a suspicious man lurking around the house of a 12-year-old girl. Neelsen has known about the girl for a few years. He was an active viewer of her YouTube channel and used to leave inappropriate comments for her. The girl's parents took notice of this disturbing behavior and asked her to shut down the channel. However, Neelsen still managed to get updates on her through other social media platforms. He even disguised himself as a young boy, contacted the girl's friends online, and was able to locate her residency. Once confirmed, Neelsen traveled all the way from Oregon to Ohio, which makes around 2,300 miles, just to meet her in person, but unfortunately for him, all this effort goes in vain.
On someone's door trespassing?
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If I find her one day, that's fine. If not, I can leave. I just want a no answer or a yes answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find her.
What am I going to do? Sit out here, wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Well, you don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like, I was sleeping over there by the Walgreens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone took my cell phone from me.
Right.
So I don't know which.
So what's your long-term plan here? Because I mean,
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm
No,
not
I'm
just
not
driving
saying that
around.
didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave. You know?
I'm going to venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
The officer is talking normally with him because he thinks that the girl he is referring to is an adult, but the officer's son comes across the dark truth when the girl's dad shows up.
Are you?
Are you from Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Oh, you gotta take this guy in.
Why?
He's been harassing my 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how old she is.
Yeah.
You're gonna forbid me? Little children? My name is Ask Little Children.
Oh God,
Oh my God.
the FBI is involved in it. So
The
please.
FBI? You know what?
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property. All right, I'll be with you in a second,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Yeah. All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
she is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses.
The kid is not an adult, which means that her parents are allowed to put restrictions on her, but Neelsen does not want to accept that basic fact.
Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
You know what? Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ. I am
All right,
Christ.
what are you need a, what are you, homeless? You live in the area?
I'm homeless and a truck driver, and I'm
Okay, do you have a truck around here?
I'm waiting to make some money, man.
Okay, how are you going to make money?
Driving trucks, man.
Okay, do you have a truck down here?
No. When I get some, I'll get some money when I drive some trucks that got a Class A license.
Okay, but if you don't have a truck, how are you gonna make some money?
The man has lost all self-control, which makes him step over the line and reveal his devilish intentions to the police officer.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is Az?
First name is Az.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
All right,
As that as.
That's not making any sense whatsoever.
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. That's what it is.
Okay,
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
Well, you're not paying me.
I can pay you
I'm
more.
a city employee.
If it's money, that's fine.
So what is
if
your?
it's for diligency,
Sir,
I'm here for my
sir.
woman. And if she does not want me, I will leave right now forever.
Well, the father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbidden not. Forbidden not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you know you're not welcome here.
The officer has more than enough evidence to call for an arrest, but he realizes that now is the perfect time to further entice Neelsen into oversharing more information.
What's your first name? What's the name given to you by the government?
Timothy.
Timothy. And Timothy, what's the last name given to you by the government?
Neelsen. Nielsen. Forbidden not.
He's just highly educated.
Forsake your sons, forsake your daughters, forsake your wives, forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children, and if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus, if you will die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now. Go ahead. I am the one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Okay.
And if you want to be on
14 headquarters.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
It's almost comedic how he is whining just because he could not meet a little girl. What's even more absurd is his ideology regarding Christianity.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple weeks now.
I will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl. Has been a long time.
Would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So, well, I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Okay, as little children, right? She's going to be old one day and die.
So?
Because I will live forever, and I will kill myself with that. I will kill myself.
Okay. So, are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Okay.
He has been watching the 12-year-old for 5 years, which means that he developed his vile intentions when she was only 7 years old. And as time passes, Neelsen gets increasingly charged about her. So the officer decides to cut the interaction short and arrest him.
Okay. I could maybe just take a date with no sex. I'm not looking for sex. Maybe just a date for coffee or something, man. Just to meet her on the turn.
Do you think 12-year-olds drink coffee? All right, Mr. Neelsen, I told you I would do you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you.
Do you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands behind your back. We're not going to have you acting up like this.
Neelsen was registered as a Tier 1 sex offender and was transported to the Medina County Jail, where he was charged with 2 counts of menacing by stalking and 1 count of importuning. Later in December, he was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison, followed by 5 years of post-release control. But unlike Neelsen, Jeremy was able to get a hold of some underage kids before getting found. Case 4. Jeremy Guthrie. On the 5th of July, 2022, Jeremy was seen speeding through various highway lanes in New Mexico. He also took a really sharp turn, which was a concerning matter for the cops just behind him, so they pulled him over to see what was going on. They were probably suspecting a DUI, driving under the influence case, but what they later discovered was utterly bone-chilling.
Hey there.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Just all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should driver license?
Yeah. Huh?
That's it. You mentioned that you were nervous, right? I was nervous while I was behind you driving down I-40. You were in lane number 1. At times, you went all the way from lane number 1 all the way over. Didn't use a signal. Had problems keeping your vehicle one lane. And then, when you merge on from westbound 40 to northbound 25, you took that curve way too fast.
I did. I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna crash.
No, I don't.
I didn't say. I don't think so. I'm just saying I thought you were gonna crash.
At first, the officers are only focused on the responses of the driver trying to figure out if he is drunk or not. But as time passes, they realize that Jeremy has way too many young children in his car, and all of them look anxious.
Okay, and then you have a bunch of kids in the car. How many kids? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are these kids to you?
This is my friend.
That's your friend?
Yeah.
How old's your friend?
18.
That girl's not 18?
Huh?
That girl's not 18?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
No, I don't think she is.
That girl's not 18. Trust me. She don't look 18. Ma'am, how old are you? I didn't ask you your name. I asked you how old you were.
The girl in the passenger seat refuses to tell the officer her real age, which increases the officer's suspicion. So he tells Jeremy to get out of the vehicle, but he is not ready for what happens next.
Jeremy, turn the car off and come back here and talk to me.
All right.
Let me see the keys. Thank you. Come on out. Why's your zipper, your buttons down in your crotch?
Well, I probably just forgot.
Okay.
They catch him with his jeans unzipped, which clearly means that something highly disturbing took place some time ago. The officer does not inspect right away and asks other questions as per the protocol.
When did you last drink?
Like, probably. It's been a little while.
Like an hour?
I would say it's more than
Like maybe 2?
Yeah.
Roughly? Okay.
Like 2 hours.
That's fair. Because you know what? 2 hours is totally different than, no, I haven't been drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's okay. That's okay. We're not gonna argue about it. I mean, I know what I smell. I know what I hear. I know what I see. Okay. Simple as that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, you already did. You said I hadn't been drinking. And then I kind of played you, said, was it an hour ago? Like, no, longer. 2 hours? Yeah.
It's been a few hours.
Okay.
I mean.
Gotcha. Well,
I mean.
we're not going to argue about that. I mean, I know what I smell. Okay? Do you think you're safe to drive? All those people in the car, who are they?
They're just my friends. I mean.
Do you normally hang out with people who are young? How old are you?
I'm 41.
41? Okay. Hang tight right there, okay?
His delayed responses and shaky replies confirm that he is deeply intoxicated. After confirming his age, the officer goes back to the previous matter and addresses the kids in the truck.
How old are you? And don't lie to me. I mean, okay, like I'm not gonna play the game where you lie. I know that you're not 18. Okay. So if you want to have attitude, you in the front. Okay. We go back another way. Simple as that. So if I sense any attitude or you give me lip, we'll do it another way. Okay. How old are you? 14. Thank you. Simple question.
14.
Really 14?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
18.
Okay. 13. Okay. 14. Okay. Who's this guy to anybody?
That's our homies. And then she knows his kid.
Okay. So, that there's your homie? Okay, so you guys all need to call your parents.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
At this point, the officer begins to realize the true intensity of the situation.
Just so you guys know, okay, I probably saved 6 lives tonight, at least 6 lives. Okay, I thought you guys were gonna crash around that bend. He's going way too fast.
Oh, yeah.
And he's definitely not safe to drive.
Oh, yeah, we told you.
This is Sergeant LaFay with State Police. And your son, along with, I'm guessing 5 of his other buddies, they were in a vehicle with somebody some man. It's a grown adult who has no business driving, and so he's out now doing field sobriety tests, and these kids need to be picked up.
While the officer is safeguarding the kids, the other officer conducts the field sobriety tests on Jeremy.
I just don't understand this. You're going backwards, you're going 8 high, or you're going backwards? I just don't understand. Big test that you're doing right now.
I told you to go forward, remember?
From H?
From H to S. It's pretty simple.
Oh. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
Go. All right.
I just didn't understand what you wanted to.
Yeah. All right. Go and stand up, bro. Go and stand up. Go and turn around for me. Go and turn around. Go and turn around. All right. So you're gonna be placed under arrest for DWI, okay?
Don't forget his phone. I'll put it in the front seat.
Go over here to the.
It'll be easier.
Jeremy gets charged with 1 count of DUI and 6 counts of child abuse. Later, he also faced charges of rape. The prosecutor confirms that Jerry was in a relationship for a year with a 13-year-old girl and got her pregnant, and she ended up suffering a painful miscarriage. And while Jeremy was an untrustworthy stranger, Ralph was a predator disguised in the skin of a senator. Case 5, Ralph Shorty. In March 2017, the police received a call from a concerned father regarding the safety of his son and reported him missing. The kid was later spotted checking into a mysterious motel for an unknown reason. When the cops arrived at the motel, thinking that it would just be another case of drugs and girls, but they were totally shaken when the voice of a 36-year-old man came from inside the room. In utter shock, they knocked on the door and asked the man to get out. He said he was changing clothes and also said that there was no kid with him. But when Ralph opens the door, the officers spot the missing son and escort him out right away.
Come out. I'm right here. Come out before you get me worried. Show me your hands.
Okay.
Take a seat on the...
What's going on?
What's going on with you, man?
Just trying to have
A good time? Yeah. What's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph what?
Shorty.
You got an ID, Shorty? Shorty doesn't sound like a last name to me.
Ralph sits on the table and says he is having a good time and nothing is going on. Interestingly, at this point, the officers have no idea of who Ralph is.
It kind of doesn't work, does it?
I'm sorry, guys. You're kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we do. He's 17.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I didn't know you.
Okay. But you got a 17-year-old hanging out with you.
I mean,
Dad's worried, and you understand that?
yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, you got ID on you? Is there any other drugs in here other than weed?
No, there's nothing.
Is there any guns in here?
No, sir.
Okay.
Ralph is just trying not to make a big deal out of it. But the officers are not going to let this one slide so easily.
Can you show me that he's only 17?
No, I can't, but I can convince you that he is.
Well, yeah,
I can put you in handcuffs and throw you in the back of a car.
We do that
Okay,
route.
let's see an ID real quick.
He is playing dumb, pretending that he had no idea that the boy is underage, which is the second lie by him. Initially, he straight up denied having a boy inside the room. However, all the truth later comes out during interrogation.
So how did you meet? I want to say it was at our coffee shop. Okay. So, like, he just walks in, you guys strike up a conversation, become friends? Yeah, it's happened many times. Invite over to your house. Has your wife met him? I think so. Okay. Now, you said he's come to your house several times to play video games? I think just once. Come to your house once to play video games? And then you guys met at the coffee shop a couple of times? Okay.
Ralph says that they both met at a coffee shop, which is yet another lie from his side. The interrogator knows about this and decides to confront him with the truth.
What if I said that he told you you guys met through a Craigslist ad the very first time that he posted in Casual Encounters? No. Okay.
The way that Ralph replied clearly shows that he is trying to act it off. His no is a totally automated response, without any thought spent on it. The interrogator notices this behavior and continues to ask questions in the same direction.
And how old is your youngest child?
5 months.
Okay. So he's telling me that when he first met you through Craigslist, that he had posted an ad in Casual Encounters, and that he had a lot of responses for it, but that you said that you wanted him to mess around with your wife while you watched. He said that he showed up to do that, or you guys got together and started talking about that. He found out your wife was pregnant, and then said that it never happened because she was pregnant.
He did invite the boy to do everything he just said, but thankfully, it never actually took place. Actually, when the boy was 16 years old, Ralph's wife was expecting a child at the time of the Craigslist ad. The timeline makes perfect sense. The boy is now 17, and Ralph is the father of a 5-month-old child. Unsurprisingly, his wife came to know about this, filed for divorce not long after delivering birth. The case looks really entangled, but fortunately, the detectives have done their homework and has recovered the senator's chat with the boy.
I don't have any legitimate work for you. Are you interested in sexual stuff?
Would you be interested in any sexual stuff? He says yes. Then it gets worse on down through here. As far as talking about it. It says, at one point, I don't know, I may have said this earlier, I'm going if you keep calling me daddy. He goes, yes, daddy, please.
Did you ever have sex with him?
No.
The officers pressurize him with the hope that he might succumb to the hopelessness of the case. They even retrieve the conversation of the afternoon when the boy went missing. But Ralph still refuses to confess. Afterwards, the matter went to court, and Ralph straight up accused the boy of deliberately ruining his life because of his political profile, but the kid never knew Ralph is the senator. The prosecutor also revealed that Ralph had sexual intercourse with the boy twice before this incident. Watching it all go in the worst possible way, Ralph gives up and resigns from his post as senator 13 days after getting arrested. He was charged with child sex trafficking and 5 months later was sentenced to 15 years in jail and 10 years of supervised probation once released with a potential fine of $250,000. But unlike Ralph, who was caught by the cops, Leonard Galley was tracked down by a self-proclaimed savior. Case 6. Leonard Galley. On the 15th of August, 2022, Leonard was meant to meet up with a young boy whom he texted on Tinder, but to his surprise, the young boy was actually a man going by the name of Predator Catcher, who had disguised himself as an underage boy to lure in the roaming predators like Leonard.
Hey, what's going on?
What you here for?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
What you right here for?
What's that?
What you right here for, Paul?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm here to meet some of my friends.
You here to meet? Here to meet your friends?
Yeah, I'm here to get some I'm here to get a turkey hill iced tea. Some cash. Why?
Oh, don't. Keep your hands where I can see him.
He is bamboozled and cannot process what is going on. But cleverly enough, he immediately gives out a fake name, Paul. The important thing to note here is that, as soon as he notices the camera, he becomes artificially polite and submissive, which is a desperate attempt by him to preserve his social image.
Who are you?
Listen, I'm out here. I know what you're right here to do.
I'm not here to do nothing.
Listen,
I'm here to get a turkey hill iced.
You hit up one of my decoys already.
No. Listen, buddy, you got the wrong guy.
Leonard is having trouble containing himself and makes contradictory statements. He first said that he was in the parking lot to meet his friends, but just seconds later, he said that he is here to get some Turkey Hill iced tea. But that is not the only time he took a complete U-turn.
Buddy, Paul?
No. My name's not Paul.
You just said Paul.
No.
You just said your name Paul.
My name's not Paul. You got the wrong guy, buddy. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what's good, man? What's up? What's up? There's another one right here.
You're not playing no homie game with me. You're not playing no game.
Got one again right here.
You're not playing no game with me.
His tone indicates that he feels misled and betrayed, as this was totally unexpected and unprecedented. And as the level of panic increases, he realizes that the best thing he can do right now is to simply drive off. Sources reveal that he was removed from his job 3 years before this event due to breaching protocol. However, after this incident, Leonard was also sentenced to 5 years of probation and 1 to 2 years in prison. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.